So, we just got early information about the next banners and reruns, starting from version 6.6 and going all the way into early Sneznaya speculation around version 7.2. So in this video, we will go over every leak, every speculation, and everything that is already basically confirmed, because this roadmap is not only about the next few banners, but also about the first signs of the next reaction direction after Nod Cry and which characters may lead into it. But as always, leaks are still leaks, banner orders can change, reruns can move around, and early Sneznaya info is obviously not as safe as the next patch, so don't treat everything here as 100% final. Use it more as a roadmap to plan your primo gems better, because with the kind of banners coming up, saving blindly could become really dangerous. Let's start with version 6.6, because this one is by far the safest part of the roadmap right now. This version has been leaked for quite a while, and at this point it is almost confirmed that we will get the debut of Nicole and Lehen, together with reruns for Mavwika and Duran. The current phase distribution should be Nicole and Duran in Phase 1, and then Mavwika and Lehen in Phase 2. The official phase order should be revealed in the 6.6 special program, which will happen during the second phase of version 6.5, so I will keep you updated once we get the final confirmation. After that, we move into version 6.7, and this is where things become very interesting for the future of reactions. Sandrone is expected to debut here as a cryo character, and she is the character that starts leading us into a new reaction direction called Stellar Conduct. From what is being talked about, Stellar Conduct sounds like a changed and stronger version of Superconduct, which would make a lot of sense if the game is preparing us for Sneznaya and more cryo-related reaction changes. The easiest way to understand this is by comparing it to Inefa. Before Nod Cry arrived, Inefa already introduced Lunar Charged and gave us an early look at how Electro Charged could be changed into something stronger and more important for future team building. Sandrone could fill a similar role, but this time for Cryo and Superconduct. So instead of waiting until Sneznaya drops, she might already show us where the reaction system is going next. And if that is true, then Sandrone could become a very important pull, not just because she is a harbinger, but because she may be one of the first real pieces for the next reaction era. That is the kind of character you have to watch closely, because sometimes their value is not only about their release patch. Their value gets bigger when the next region gives them more partners and more support. Columbina is also basically expected to rerun in version 6.7. This makes a lot of sense, because she acts like the Archon of Nod Cry, and characters in that kind of position usually get their first rerun around 3 to 4 patches after release. So if you skipped Columbina or lost her banner earlier, version 6.7 is probably the patch you should start preparing for. Another possible rerun candidate for 6.7 is Raiden. This one is more speculative, but it would make sense if the new Stellar Conduct reaction has natural electro synergy. Raiden is already one of those characters who can fit into many different reaction ideas, and if the game is moving toward a stronger cryo and electro direction, then a Raiden rerun would not feel random at all. It would actually fit the theme of the patch pretty well. Another big thing about 6.7 is that it is leaked to be the last version of Nod Cry. So according to the current information, there may be no version 6.8. Now, we have to be careful here, because in previous regions there were also moments where people said there would be no final .8 patch, and then the situation changed or the information was not fully correct. But this time it does look a little more reliable. Still, I would not call it 100% confirmed yet. It could also simply be that we do not have enough leak content about 6.8, so people assume that there is no 6.8 because nothing is showing up. That is possible too. But for now, the current roadmap seems to point towards 6.7 being the final Nod Cry version before we move into Sneznaya with version 7.0. And that brings us to version 7.0, which is obviously one of the most exciting parts of the roadmap. Right now, 2 new characters are being talked about for the start of Sneznaya. One of them is a male Dendro character, Pantalone, the Fatui Harbinger number 9. The other is a female Electro character called Vodyanitsa, a name that has already been mentioned in Not Cry. And from the current speculation, Vodyanitsa is expected to be one of Sandrone's best partners for the stellar conduct reaction. That part is very interesting because it would follow the same pattern we talked about earlier. Sandrone could introduce the reaction direction in 6.7, and then version 7.0 could bring the real regional partner that makes the reaction feel more complete. This is the kind of design Genshin has used before. There is also more talk about different stellar reactions, not just stellar conduct. People are talking about stellar swirl and even some kind of dendro and cryo reaction. We obviously do not know the full details yet, but the general idea is that Sneznaya may not just be cryo region with normal cryo teams. It could actually redefine a few old reactions and make cryo feel much more modern again. For reruns in 7.0, Wriothesley is one possible candidate people are talking about. A lot of players are disappointed that he won't appear in the Fontaine Chronicled Wish, and since he is cryo, he could get new value if Sneznaya introduces more cryo-based reaction mechanics. If stellar reactions give cryo units new teams, then a Wriothesley rerun in early Sneznaya would actually make a lot of sense. Another possible rerun for 7.0 could be Nahida. Then we have version 7.1, and this is where Alice is being talked about again. A lot of players were disappointed that she did not come during Not Cry, because for a long time there was speculation that she might finally show up there. But now it seems like she could be saved for early Sneznaya instead. The current talk is that Alice could debut as a Pyro Catalyst main DPS character. Version 7.1 is also expected to have another new Sneznaya character, though we do not have as much clear information on that yet. And there is also a possible Arlecchino and Kinich rerun being talked about. Then version 7.2 looks like it may bring another new Sneznaya character, and we should also expect an Archon rerun around here. Furina is one of the most likely options, because her banners always perform extremely well, and she is still one of the best universal supports in the game. Furina reruns are always valuable because she is not the kind of character that becomes outdated easily. She fits into so many teams and gives so much account value that Hoyoverse has a very good reason to keep bringing her back in strong banner positions. So let me know in the comments who you are saving for right now. Are you going for Nicole in 6.6, waiting for Sandrone and Stellar Conduct, saving for Columbina, or are you already thinking about Sneznaya characters like Pantalone, Vodyanitsa, or Alice? Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.